Hi, this is Fran from Crystal Clear with Francesca with this week's Pick a Pile reading. This is for the people who picked pile number 3. That was the pile that had kindness as the angel card and the green aventurine. Okay, so the question this week was about romantic love and what you have coming this week as far as your romantic love life is concerned. So the first thing I picked was a color card, and the color card is burgundy. Awaken your passion. So this card has to do with an enthusiasm for life. This has to do also with managing your dreams and making your dreams a reality. So this card is not so much about physical passion, but it's about the kind of passion that drives you on, that energizes you. It has to do with your intuition, your heart, your soul waking up, okay? And I don't think this is from a relationship. I think this is from you discovering something in your life that has really helped move you on, has helped, ignite a flame inside of you. Okay, it could be a hobby, it could be a job, but you have something in your life that already has ignited your passion or is about to this week. Okay, and I think this is significant as far as your love life goes, because it will help create the right kind of energy around you, especially if you are looking for a new relationship. The other 2 readings seem to be about people who are already in relationships. This one seems to be more towards single people, although, I'll interpret it both ways. So the advice from this card is to make sure you have clarity and purpose when it comes to any decision you make this week about your love life. So I used 2 tarot cards from 2 new decks, and the first one is from the Before Tarot, and the second one's from the After Tarot. So the Before Tarot, the idea behind these cards is that it's based on the original Rider-Waite Tarot, so it looks very similar to the Rider-Waite Tarot. However, it's supposed to be like if it was a snapshot taken just a few minutes before the original tarot to show what was happening before. And this one is very similar. The only thing that's different is this cloud is in the form of a salamander. And I don't know the significance of a salamander, to be honest. But the 8 of Wands always has to do with progress and new developments coming in. You can see that there are green shoots coming up out of these rods. This is also the message card, getting a message from afar. Don't be surprised if you get an email, a text, some kind of form of communication. Yes, maybe even a good old phone call that kind of moves you on in your romantic life. It could be from the person that you're currently involved with. It could be with from someone who you are that Cupid has sent his arrow off to, but it always has to do with good news. This is never this does not foretell bad news at all. So this week, expect to get some kind of message that's going to be very positive for your love life. One caution for this card is you might need to make a decision when you receive that message. So make sure you're paying attention to what's being said to you, okay? Don't let your emotions get out of control. That comes up a little later too. Make sure you're listening to what's being offered, okay? Clarity is very important when you get this card, okay? Now, the After Tarot is another positive one. We really didn't have any negative card that I can think of in this reading, which is fantastic. We have the 9 of Cups. Now, this is normally known as the Wish card. It's associated with Jupiter, which I guess is the planet of good fortune, I don't know much about astrology, but whenever I get this in a reading, I'm very happy because it means what the person desires is going to come about. So that's a really good omen for you. Now, this is probably not such a good omen. The first thing I thought of when I saw this card was King Henry VIII. I thought about gluttony. So you might just want to be careful that, you know, you don't overdo certain things this week. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. This card also has to do with a celebration. Something, this character here is known as like one of the most friendly and outgoing characters of the tarot deck. You know, people often, you know, when you say tarot, they think, oh gosh, you know, the devil card and the death card. You know, this guy is known as, you know, the most friendly and outgoing guy in the deck, okay? This could describe your lover, if you're a female. It could describe who you're going to meet. I didn't really get that feeling with the other readings, but this one I'm thinking is really telling you a little bit about the person you love or the next person in your life. This person has really great social skills. They know they can make small talk on any subject, and they're just fun to be around, okay? The fact that he's being waited on too makes me think, well, you know, financially he's pretty well off as well. So for those of you that are looking for love, this, you know, this looks like a fun guy to be around. 9 of Cups, you know, cups signify love, and, you know, he's close to the 10, which is completion in the tarot. But another thing that this card tells you is that in order to help yourself, in order to get what you want, be open to helping others. You know, there might be a situation in your romantic life or just in your regular life where you could really help someone out. Do it, because it might actually lead you to either meeting someone that you could become interested in, or it could just be giving you that good karma for your own relationship. Now, something unusual happened when I picked the cards. I usually check to make sure they're not 2 cards, because sometimes cards fall out of the deck, and sometimes I pick them. Now with these heart cards, that's not what they're called. With the Lover's Oracle, this is the picture that you saw, okay? But what I didn't know was that there was another one stuck underneath. So I've kept both of them, and I'm glad I did. This one says, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. So this idea of giving, this is why I'm thinking that this week you might be able to help out your lover or, you know, assist them in some way. And, you know, always give each other space. I can't, you know, specify enough. I can't tell you how important I find that to be when it comes to your energy. You've got to have space. You know, even if you're the most in love couple there is, you've got to give each other space, okay? You got to have time to just go within and to meditate or to pray or to just be by yourself. You know, in the end, no matter how much in love you are, at the end, it's always just you. You're the one that you're going to have the longest relationship with. So, you know, make sure that you're there for yourself as well. So there's that card. And then here's the one that was hidden underneath. I'm telling you, these tarot oracle cards, they love to show the naked body, which is great, I guess. As long as it's not mine, I'm fine with it. So we have a woman who's gazing into a pool, but if you notice, that looks like a man to me in the pool. So to me, this has to do with a divine flame, divine lovers, finding someone who's your other half. Although I like to think it as, you know, the other whole, because, I don't think any of us are half a person or half a soul. And the message here says, emotions are natural and necessary part of life, but they can distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. So that resentment word, that's the only negative that I've seen, in this whole reading. So, if you're looking for love and you're still upset about how your last relationship ended, you really have to get to the bottom of that, or else you're not going to be able to manifest new love. Okay, you might find someone to date, you may, you could even marry them, but if you still have that resentment underneath, it's going to eventually, sorry about that, it's going to eventually eat away at you, okay? And again, this card talks about, make sure you have a clear perception. That goes along with your message card. When you get your message this week, make sure you listen to what's being offered, okay? And if you're too emotional over it, like if you're so happy that you don't, from hearing from this person that you don't even think about what they're actually saying to you, create your boundaries, make sure you're taking care of yourself as well. And these messages go along with kindness. You need to be kind to yourself. It sounds like this guy over here is one of the most kind people in the tarot. He may be a little goofy, but he's kind. And always show kindness, because that creates the kind of energy that you want around you. It's positive and it's life affirming. Okay, I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please hit the like button below. And if you haven't subscribed, please hit that button too. I'll be putting up more readings every week. And then in the summer, I'm going to really change things around once I have more time. Okay, if you'd like a personal reading, please just contact me below. Or you can go to Crystal Clear with Francesca. Just in time. The dogs are barking. Have a great day. Bye-bye.